of what they've seen. 3 is that it comes with all perverted sex. You can see girl and girl, boy and boy, and that is not because this is the way they are. That is because it's experimental for them, and they will experiment with anybody that is available. So you find a boy who saw something on TV and he goes to class, and then he's seeing that, okay, who's available to me is my friend, and so we could go to a corner and do stuff. And so you see girls say, let me touch, let me do this, let me do that, to see what does it feel like. They are not wicked. It's just that they saw something and they're children, and they would definitely want to do it. And so you find out these things start to come up, and when their emotions are attached to these things, they start telling you they're gay, while they are not really born that way. But they got influenced by the things they saw, and decided to experiment, and it got over their emotions, and it took over them. Now, another thing it does is molestation. Now, a child who is even 2 years older, you can even find a child who's just 4 years old, and then they could get another child who's 2 years older or 1 year older. As long as they're older and they can manipulate the situation, they can control the person, it's an easy place for them to do these things. And so because they're older, they could just take the other person to a corner. They're not wicked at that point, but these are the things they do, and it starts to harden their hearts, and then when they grow up, they could rape. And as you know it, he is already done something wrong, and he has already molested the other person, which could be a girl or a boy, same sex or not. And this is how these things grow. Now let me give you an example. You can find a boy, once shyness is taken away from someone, once somebody is able to be shy, let's put it this way. 2 boys round up a very small boy who's like 4 years old, and they start to touch him. He's gonna get shy, and once he gets shy and tries to be impressive to these people, he now thinks he has to be impressive to males. Can you see that, how that works? Now they've stolen his emotions, and he grows up wanting to be impressive to males while he's a male. Now he cannot understand being impressive to women now, because his first sex was damaged. And if he got damaged to the point that he's a younger one, and then the bigger ones made him shy, most chances he's gonna be like that. He's gonna be attracted to boys or males when he grows up. And so you can't understand how this happens. So this is why it's dangerous to have pornography anywhere. You're gonna raise monsters, or people who are mentally ill, to hate yourself. Another thing it does is that it brings in depression. When somebody can't function well, it brings in depression, and they get depressed, and people don't know why they are depressed. And then some of the time they forget that they saw stuff when they were young, and they become depressed. And this is why we need to be careful, because this is why these things lead to suicide. They lead to people wanting to kill themselves, and when they grow up, most of the time they just don't know why they are suicidal. On my next video, I'm going to talk more on it, so watch out for my next video.